Class, this is lesson 2 about lakes, and we are continuing from where we stopped our lesson 1. We are looking at types of lakes according to their mode of formation. So here we have Rift Valley lakes. Rift Valley lakes. What are Rift Valley lakes? These are lakes formed when a rift valley is filled with water. A rift valley is this depression between two escarpments. When it is filled with water, a rift valley lake is formed. Examples of rift valley lakes: we have Lake Kivu here in Rwanda, Tanganyika, Malawi, Turkana, Edward, and Albert, plus other examples. It is formed when a rift valley is filled with water. When you check on this diagram, this is a rift valley in the middle here. In the middle here we have a rift valley, and when this rift valley is filled with water, it forms a rift valley lake. It forms a rift valley lake. This is something we covered under 14. It's very clear to everybody. Then what are the characteristics of Rift Valley lakes? We want to see the features, the characteristics of Rift Valley lakes. If you stand nearby a lake, you should be able to tell the mode of formation, the type of this lake, after looking at some characteristics. Some are visible, others may take time for you to observe. The characteristics of Rift Valley lakes: they are very deep, very deep. You can't observe this with your naked eyes, but if you are to go in and measure, you'll find these lakes are very deep. They are deep because they are formed within a deep rift valley. Then next, they are narrow. They are not wide like the other ones, downwarp lakes. Rift Valley lakes have steep sides. Rift Valley lakes have limited vegetation near them because their cliffs are steep, and therefore vegetation has not enough space where to grow. These lakes are long. They are long because we believe that the Rift Valley is an elongated trough. So they follow the Rift Valley shape and therefore also form a long shape. Next, they are located within a Rift Valley. That is clear. Then we have graben lakes. Some geographers and books confuse graben lakes with Rift Valley lakes. The mode of formation is the same, but there is a difference. There is a small difference. Which difference is this? Graben lakes are lakes formed when a graben within a Rift Valley is filled with water. A graben is a depression within a rift valley. A rift valley itself is a depression, but after secondary faulting within a rift valley, a graben is formed, and when a graben is filled with water, it forms a graben lake. However much some books call these lakes the same, they are not the same completely. Then we have lakes which are formed under the process of erosion. These lakes include some glacial lakes like cirque or tarn lakes. What is a tarn lake? A tarn lake is a lake formed when a tarn or a cirque is filled with water. A cirque is a depression on the side of a glacial mountain formed as a result of glacial erosion. When this depression is filled with water, it forms a cirque lake. We have examples like Teleki on Mount Kenya and Stanley on Mount Ruwenzori. If you check on this diagram, this is a glacial region. The diagram illustrates a glacial region with a hard rock. Maybe this is a slope of a glacial mountain. This part is hard. This part is soft. This part is hard. And the middle part, which is soft, was affected by glacial erosion. That's why we end up having this hole, this depression. And when this depression is filled with water, it forms a cirque lake. Then we have trough lakes or a trough lake. A trough is similar to a U-shaped valley. During glaciation, when we are studying glaciation, there is what we call glacial trough, the main trough, the U-shaped valley, which is formed as a result of lateral erosion within the former V-shaped valley. When the former V-shaped valley is attacked by lateral erosion, its sides expand, become wide, and as they become wide, the letter V changes to letter U. That's why we have the U-shaped valley. When the U-shaped valley is filled with water, it forms a trough lake or a U-shaped valley lake. It is only found in glacial regions. It is sometimes called a ribbon lake. If you check on the diagram, you'll find this is a U-shaped region, and as a glacier filled it with water, it formed a glacial lake called the tarn called the Trough Lake, not tarn.